Okay, perfect. All right, so last time, uh, you guys pulled out of your jobs, ready to go to fight the war against the UPP, pulled aside and given a cushy mission to acquire some Marines that had gone AWOL with some valuable intel. The United Space Marines, they anticipate that these folks are planning to sell the intel or bargain with the intel with the UPP to get off planet. With the UPP forces incoming, the Marines have shut down the the evac until these people are found. Nothing off planet until these Marines are accounted for. Uh, During the course of the investigation, you started at a local dive bar, got a couple of leads there. Nothing really too too helpful. Nothing you could really track with the storm coming in. Um, but you did decide to follow up another lead you had with one of the folks being arrested for drunk and disorderly. Um, Along the way, you encountered an attack by some insurgents, dealt with them in an extremely brutal fashion. Continued on to the Marshall Station, where you did in fact find one of your targets. Unfortunately, that target had recently had a an unfortunate encounter, shall we say. You found his body, the chest cavity torn open, and you were attacked by some sort of strange black alien creature. Found to the detriment of the colonial marshals in the office that um, its blood was extremely acidic, melted the marshals, melted Chaplin's legs. Um, but you said, okay, we need to take care of this. Rescued a prisoner that the marshals had, one of the insurgents who you've been basically have shackled and have been dragging along with you. You encountered a Miss Eckert, who is the Wayland Yutani corporate liaison, who is also after the AWOL Marines for whatever company policies or procedures or whatever they may have in mind. And she passed you the card and said, if you need an assist, just let me know. We can work together, sort of thing. But following some other leads and wanting to repair Chaplin, before you met Eckert, she had her techs fix up Chaplin, decided to go to the San Rocco medical facility. Um, and there, things were a little bit chaotic. You found a Dr. Livet, I believe, who
Litvin.
Litvin, who was working on one of your Marines, trying to get something out of him. Chaplin went into the operating room to talk to him, managed to convince the doctor that I can help. He gave you basically the specs on what had happened. Let you know that there two Marines came in. Um, One of them disappeared after having blood tests taken, but the blood test indicated that the one that he's operating on now, Cavallo, has something growing in him that he was about to try to remove. And the other one, as he explains to Chaplin, her blood work has some sort of unidentified microorganism evolving and changing at an alarming rate. Basically, something inside her is superseding her own biology and turning her into something else. Based off of his scans, she also seems to be developing venom sacs that he believes could be used to um, spread the virus, for lack of a better term. As you guys were having this discussion, Carvalho started to convulse in the auto dock, and then his chest just exploded open as some sort of like foot and a half or so creature uh, came out of his chest cavity. And that is where we left off. So, with that, I am going to need folks to roll initiative.
How do we do that again?
Go to the fist, hit the die beside your name.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's going swimmingly.
Alrighty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So the
I think bad guy starts.
the creature jumps off the table. Uneven creature. And basically it slashes out with like its metallic teeth against the doctor. Oof. Automatically inflicting a critical. So the doctor goes down as this thing essentially damn near severs his leg. Chaplain, you're up.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
I'm going to try to. Oh my. I wasn't expecting this to go badly so fast.
Welcome to the universe.
Yeah, right? I will try to rescue the doctor
Okay.
and keep him from bleeding out.
Like, pull him out of engaged with it so that it doesn't get splashed.
The one we saw previously, did it look much like this little thing?
Not even remotely.
Oh.
Huh.
Okay.
Like that one was a good, 2 meters tall, black, spiky. This one is.
Didn't have sharp teeth or elongated tail.
Yes, that is the similarity. And to Chaplin's trained medical eye, when it like lashed out with its teeth, it severed the artery in the leg. There is blood everywhere.
Is there, with my trained medical eye, is there anything that I'm actually going to be able to do to keep him from bleeding out and dying?
Yes, you do. You have like a torch. You have a surgical kit.
Okay. So, using the surgical kit, I would like to try to save this poor guy before he dies. So I just click medical aid.
If you right click on it, you get up a thing with modifiers.
Yes.
And so for the base modifier, -1.
Oh, jeez. Is the surgical kit helping at all?
The surgical kit gives you a +1.
So I'm back to 0?
So they cancel it.
Okay. And I do have field surgeon as a talent. I'm not sure exactly what that does. I get a +2 modification to medical aid when treating someone who's about to die from a critical injury.
There you go.
Okay.
So I get +2 in there?
Correct.
Yep.
Do I have to put the plus or just the 2?
Should just put the 2 in.
Okay.
This is what you were made for.
Literally.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why the ones there.
Alright.
Well,
Apparently I wasn't made terribly well for it, though.
So
I mean, it succeeds, but
we can speculate you were better at it before Wayland Yutani put you back together.
Maybe.
So as this creature's kind of thrashing around beside you, and you're like covered in blood from the spraying arterial wound.
But no stress.
You very calmly, with a smile on your face, take out your surgical kit, kind of like clamp onto the artery, stop the bleeding, so he's not going to die. that will bring us to Iona.
Hmm.
Well, in the spirit of trying to act quickly, is the door still unlocked?
It is.
Because I would like to get into there and use my pistol on that MFer.
Okay.
But since the game's paused, I can't move myself.
Hmm.
There we go.
Oh. Just as a thing.
Yeah!
So you fire. Roll your stress. Roll your panic. Okay, so you're keeping it together. Keeping it together. You do fire blindly, emptying your clip in the process. And I just have to double check. I don't know if the stress means you fail or not. You roll one with destiny stress. No, it says someplace. I can't find it right off. So I'll say that you do still hit.
Pitu.
Okay. And it just bounces off the bounces off the probably the blood-slicked carapace.
That's fine. I guess instead of reloading, I'll change weapons next round. Screw you, Armored Thruster.
Okay, but it does turn its attention towards you now.
Oh, that's much better.
For the rest of you.
Whoa!
So it squeals a high-pitched shriek and goes for the throat.
Not so great for Iona.
No.
So it hits for 1 damage. So you can roll your armor.
It's not too bad. Oh. Let's hope your armor roll works.
Oh yeah, armor down on the main sheet, not on the inventory.
Yeah, it's weird that way.
Yes!
All right, so this thing launches itself at you, and it is like on your chest, like, and its teeth are like your little kind of like armor collar is the only thing keeping it from ripping out your jugular.
As I keep like throwing myself the left and the right. Get off me! Fuck! It's on me!
Ow!
Humans in their panic. It's so quaint.
Well, you didn't have to roll stress this time. Oh, that was the...
You are attacked by a strange alien creature that you never see before, so make a panic roll.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, it's the second after the comma, so it's like separated from the causing damage.
So you're still keeping it together. Z, you're up. Shit is happening.
Z's gonna move over here. Oh. Do I have a shot at this thing without hitting the Sarge?
You think maybe you do?
Yeah, yeah. Let's try it. We're sufficiently, you know.
Is there a negative for shooting into a melee or something?
I don't believe there is actually.
We're just gonna take a single shot. We're not gonna
You're not gonna auto
Go full up.
not gonna go full auto.
I will give it a little bit of cover. but that's about it.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
All right, so that is a good solid hit. So with your extra successes, you could push it back if you wanted to, or you can do damage to it.
Uh, let's try and just knock it back as well. Can I put one into knockback and like one into extra damage, or does it have to be one or the other?
Nope. The advantage to rolling multiple successes is that you can spend them on stunts, basically. So it's like one to knock somebody back, it's one to disarm them, it's one for extra damage, sort of thing.
Yeah, we'll do one of those for extra damage and one of them to knock it back.
All right, and you've got the other one from your stress die actually helped you out too. So
Yeah.
And then we'll do another extra damage then.
all right, so that's going to be 4 damage.
That's a lot in this system.
That is a lot. Pulse rifle is armor piercing.
I just don't trust it's gonna work. Because these little buggers are tough.
Fast.
All right, so you get 4 damage on it. So yeah, you do splatter this thing all over the place. Oh, and Sarge is only going to take 1 acid damage. He can roll his armor for it.
Ooh.
All right. So you don't take any damage from the acid, but it is eating through your armor.
Well, fucked if you do, fucked if you don't.
Yeah, it was either the acid was going to eat through your armor or the thing was going to eat through your neck.
Really, though.
So
You might want trying passing that message on in voice chat, Mikhail. We're on a different screen after all.
Oh.
So your armor rating is reduced by 1.
Yeah, we get a request for Chris to raise the volume input a little bit more, so your output is clearer. They can hear you better.
Okay, I'll try turning up the gain some and seeing how that works.
That works very well.
Alrighty. Perfect. All right. So the acid spray sprays all over Sarge. Your armor takes the brunt of it, and you can see it starting to eat through your chest plate. Your poor prisoner is like, what the fuck? And he is starting to like edge his way back towards the way you guys came in.
Whoa, 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 friend.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm gonna slip my armor coat off, slap it down on the bed. It's like, you got any neutralizer in this fucking place?
What's with these things and acid?
You good, Sarge?
Yeah, good shooting. Fuck.
I'm just gonna sort of reach out with my hand and sort of motion to the prisoner to not run away.
Okay, fine. I'll fucking shoot. So Sarge, you like strip off your chest plate and you throw it down, and the acid seems to have run its course.
I'm gonna still hose it down with friggin' water or whatever they got on hand here. I don't want to leave any of that on there just in case.
Not a problem. So yeah, you can. There's a variety of chemicals in here in the surgical room. You can find something to wash it down with, probably something of a base nature. And you can see like where Z wasted this thing. It's like eaten through the floor to a significant amount.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
Everything will be fine, Dr. Litvin. Try not to move.
He's like,
You know, maybe these incubator cult bastards are actually not completely crazy. Like, they're crazy believing that they will be saved by these things, but the things are here, right?
No.
I.
No.
Fuck. I mean, it came out of a person. It came out of a person. It was right there. It came out of.
And you came out of a person at one point. I came out of a person at one point.
I didn't.
You were made by a person at one point.
But isn't that like, I don't know. Fucking hell. I'm just gonna kind of watch down the corridor. I'll kind of move ever so slightly up here to in case something bad comes our way. I'll just keep my assault rifle trained that way, and occupy myself with guard duty just to have something to do and not have to think about this too much.
the young guy that was working the desk is like, what the hell? I heard gunfire.
Hey, can you look up records?
Yeah.
I need everything you've got on that guy that came in and the other person that came in with him.
Yeah. Give me a second. He goes over this. Starts typing away. They came in this morning. Said they weren't feeling too hot. Doc ran some blood work. One of them left. The other one, Doc said, no, we need to. And he basically pulls up all of the records. It's like, he said had some sort of tumor or something. Doc was going to operate. He shows you the medical records for the other one, just the blood work that came back, and you get the same information the chaplain had, that there's like some sort of anomalies in the bloodstream that are overwriting that one's Wojcik's DNA with something foreign, and seems to be converting it in some fashion. It's like, there's not much. We didn't get much on, though. I mean, she just, like, blood samples, and then she booked it.
Do we have a way to download this onto, like, PDA or something?
Yeah, you can get copies of it onto your PDA easy enough.
Yeah.
Like,
just in case nobody will believe us.
Like, meanwhile, your insurgent prisoner is kind of like, we gotta go.
Where to?
Why?
Yeah, where do you have them hidden at?
Why we gotta go?
All right, they they reached out to Voros, and me. I was supposed to meet them at the bar, but I guess I caused a bad impression. But they wanted, they know that we're going to be meeting with the UPP, and they wanted us to hook them up with a way out. But if that thing is not, if that thing is, fuck.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
I
all
was
your
really
friends are in danger.
I was really hoping to get my implant fixed, but okay.
Doc's not in much shape, I think, to take a look at it. Chappie'd know better.
Yeah, the Doc Litvin is like, he is out. He is like pasty faced. He has lost a lot of blood. Chaplain managed to stabilize him so he didn't die, but he is not functional.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Might want to maybe hook them up to the auto dock in another one of the rooms just so it can tend them.
Do they? Yes. Let's check. Is there another one nearby? Did any of you notice?
Yep.
Yeah, there's 3 other ones, including the one that we used to find out that's just fucking heartburn.
Excellent. I'll pick up Litvin and start walking with him.
Okay. And even though some of you guys have known Chaplin for a little bit, it's still kind of disconcerting that just kind of casual strength that androids have. But yeah, you can bring him across to the auto dock, get him hooked up, and yeah, basically that creature with one bite basically tore through his, was it the femoral artery in the upper leg? And Chaplin is sure that had he not acted right away, he would have bled out like almost instantly. And you can just imagine what that thing's teeth would have done to Sarge's throat had it gotten there. So, meanwhile, your prisoners.
Now what, Sarge?
Well, the bright side, he's gonna owe you when he survives when we come back after we're done. So we won't need Utani's good word.
Utani's good word for what?
They're the one that directed us and said that we could take advantage of them to fix the implant.
Oh.
Yeah, that's that. They said that.
Meanwhile, your insurgent prisoner is just he's like pacing, like he's still shackled.
Let's get back in the roller. Take the tag and ID for this one. Fuck.
Aye, sir. I'll grab our prisoner by the scruff. Let's go.
Well, that's 2 down.
Z, could you transfer the medical files to me, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Actually, if you...
Sarge takes the
Now that
photo
we
out
have-
of his hat and just stares at it longingly.
Now that we have the doctor stabilizing, if you'd like to man the turret or perhaps turn on a motion tracker, I can transfer the files for you. And he holds out his hand for whatever little computer device that Z's been using.
Sure, you want to use my motion tracker? You can use my motion tracker while I drive.
Or you could just hand me your computer console and I can transfer the data.
Squad's got the data. We can work on that later. It
Okay.
ain't going anywhere. Unlike us.
You can have the information. I'll transfer it to you. I'm sure it's not that hard in the future. All right, where the fuck are we going, buddy?
Make a manipulation roll.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. Someone else does the talking. That's a success.
I was gonna say, well, we're in a secure place, so I think the stress wouldn't be there. I forgot to remove it.
Nope, the stress is still there.
Even in the roller after a turn.
Yep, it takes a couple of turns for your stress to start going down.
It's every turn. Drops 2 steps every turn, spend in a safe place.
I'll have to check that.
We have 2 characters with banter.
Yes, we do.
Every full turn, which is 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if we want to roll out immediately, we don't have time to do the banter.
Yeah, we'll still banter on the way, but anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's after the manipulation roll, right?
but yeah, basically, a round is a round. A turn is 5 to 10 minutes, and a shift is 5 to 8 hours. So.
Oof, shifts.
All right. So all right. So you're still holding it together. Your nerves are in fright, and you guys can tell that Sarge's nerves are a little on edge.
Oh Jesus! I'm wearing a chest plate with a partially melted hole in it. It was going for my throat. Yeah.
It's like okay. I don't think they've moved him to the pickup point yet. I don't suppose you guys are going to let me borrow a comm unit to talk to them, are you?
He looks to the Sarge.
Sarge grabs a comm, pauses, reloads his pistol that he emptied and hadn't gotten around to yet, and tosses him the comm and then points the pistol at his face. Yeah, you can radio in.
Dante is in fact laughing very nervously.
So yeah, so I mean, he's still shackled, but he grabs the comms and he's like, you can tell like he's changing the frequency. It's like, Boros, this is Stalls. Are we still meeting at the rendezvous point? Are you guys still at the compound? Where do I hook up? Then you guys hear this voice from the other end going like, we're still at the compound. Weather's making things dicey, so we don't expect our contacts to be at the rendezvous point yet. So come on back to the compound. And basically, it's like, okay, I'll be there in a bit. And they'll pass the comms back.
Like, take the comm back, put the pistol away.
So they're still at the compound, which is over in the West District. It's like an old one of the Wayland Yutani folks who got out on one of the first flights. We just kind of took over his place. So it's a walled compound. They're not likely to let you in, but that's where they are.
I'm sure you can talk them into letting us in.
I can.
And if not, we have ways of knocking.
They'll let me in. I don't think they're going to let a bunch of Marines and an APC in.
Hey, we're currently just there for our comrades and.
All right. So he will give you directions to the West District. You guys should be able to, on the little map, you guys should be able to actually move your APC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is that you're driving or the Sarge?
I cannot move the APC.
No,
I can. No, someone could.
I can.
Wasn't
I don't know.
Put.
Yeah.
B can move the APC.
As you guys.
Well, the Sarge is in command.
Yeah. As you guys make your way through past Fort Nebraska, you can tell, you can see off in the distance that the space elevator that goes from the fort to the orbital station. There's a car moving on that.
Up or down?
Going up.
Use the rollers comms to radio in an update.
Yeah.
Do I need to man the turret again, Sarge?
You should still be in the turret the whole damn time.
Yeah, I probably am.
So
Yeah.
you do get Hatfield. Hatfield tells you like space elevator is still operational. Reasons are classified. It's above my pay grade.
Understood, sir. We're 0 for 2. Another medical emergency resulting in the death of one of our targets, but we watched the thing come out of it this fucking time. And fucking teeth. It's all teeth and acid.
I don't call that 0 for 2. I call that 2 for 4, because dead or alive.
Yeah, I'm still trying to track these. Get the rest of them though. They're 2 down, 2 to go.
Excellent. The sooner that you get this done, the sooner that we can get off this shithole of a planet.
I hear that.
Amen.
And by the time you guys get to the compound, it is the snow is heavy at this point. Like visibility is reduced. It is a New Brunswick blizzard. But as you
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
as you guys get a little bit closer, you can tell it is a walled home, located in a residential area. It is very well fortified. Just on a cursory glance, you can tell that the windows all have metal shutters over them that are closed. The doors look like they are reinforced. The wall around it is 3 meters high with one entrance.
Oh, god damn it! I'm getting total Umbrella Mansion vibes.
I think this fellow may have had a paranoid disorder.
Our stress is down 2 steps now, right?
Yes, your stress would have gone down from 2 for the time it took to drive.
Yeah.
Some banter happening amongst the people.
Oh, yes.
Chaplain will try out a couple of different mustaches and try to get a consensus on which one people like better.
None.
Ouch.
You need something with a little bit more fake hair to go with it.
Am I losing my hair? Kind of.
No, some more like
No,
a Van Dyke or
Oh,
a big old handlebar mustache.
they don't go well with my little bowler hat, though.
Oh, I'm sure that it would work pretty well.
All right. So yeah, so you guys arrive at the compound. Like I said, there is it is a walled compound. You can see the multi-story building inside the compound. You can tell that there are a couple of people like on patrol in the yard. You can hear them complaining bitterly and loudly about the cold. They're like, "Yeah, we got any whiskey left? Vodka? Rum? What do you mean the rum's gone? Fuck."
You guys picked a really nice place to hole up.
Yeah, well, it wasn't doing anybody any good.
All right. So we play this one politely.
We'll start polite, that's for sure. We won't immediately blast the gates down, but we won't take that off the table.
Move you guys over to the side where the gate actually is.
Well, so picking up my stuff. I'm ready.
Grab my gear. What little I
Yep.
have.
Oh, yeah.
Dante, stay in the turret for a minute.
So, am I supposed to just say like, "Hey guys, I'm here with some Marines. Let us in."
Just give me a second here.
I mean, it might be better than us knocking.
It's true. What's your name again?
Stoles.
Iona steps out. Howdy. We got a friend of yours, a Stoles. We're making a door-to-door checkup.
What do you want?
Well, we're looking for some friends of ours that have taken leave recently, and we just want to clean up their mess and get on with our day.
I'll hang back and not bring all the heat right away. Let the Sarge do his magic first.
I'll stand back with Dante.
It's like, there ain't no Marines here.
Oh yeah, you know where they might be? I know they're supposed to meet. Have a meetup down the road. Guests of honor at an upcoming meeting, I hear.
Stoles, what's the deal with these folks? Stoles like, I don't know, man. Shit is getting weird. Like, fucking weird.
Yeah, we just want to get this shit done so we can get our asses off this rock, and then maybe other people can get their fucking asses off this rock too.
I'm going to turn on my motion detection.
Okay.
My motion tracker. Because we can hear one of them, so I have a rough idea of where he is. But I'm going to see, like, if I can find out how many roughly are in this place, where they are.
Gotcha. Give me observation check.
Yeah, me here trying to play nice, so not using the scanner on my auto gun.
Well, I don't have a gun, so I have no trouble at all using my motion detector for that.
No, but I'm pretty sure if I was scanning with the auto gun's reticle, that they would not think I'm
notice.
playing nice.
Yeah, they would not take that well. Does the
just a friendly checkup?
Does the motion tracker help in some way?
No, it allows you to do what you're doing.
Oh, okay. So it's just observation?
Yep.
Hey!
Okay. And then by your motion tracker, you should also have a thing that says power, so roll that as well.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So you are picking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 individuals.
How many are near the gate?
2.
Where are the rest of them?
It looks like two of them are on the roof of the house. One is a little bit further from the gate, further into the yard itself, and 2 more are near that third one.
I will relay that information to Dante and Z.
Yeah, and the only reason that you're picking it up is because they're pacing because of the cold.
Everybody's pacing?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
And Sarge can make a manipulation roll.
Just keep pushing this. That's all I'm doing. Just keep pushing that. That's what I'm doing. Damn.
Well,
I mean, my push luck stands up. I have not added any successes or gotten any stress out of pushing.
Yeah. Well, you always get stress from pushing. It is the call.
Yeah, I mean, no panic check.
True. All right. So they're like, no fucking Marines here. Go home. You can leave Stoles if you want or not. We don't care.
I want to look at the gate.
Okay.
I'm looking at Sarge and just waiting for the word. I mean, I could bash it down, but not yet.
That's kind of what I'm looking at. It's like, the gate's closed. Do I think I could open it?
It looks rugged-ish.
All right, we played nice. Dante, ring the doorbell.
Okay. By ringing the doorbell, I'm going to assume that the Sarge means bringing out the RPG. I'm actually going to glance at the at Sarge and then look towards my RPG, or just walk up and
Sarge just does like a spin with his finger gesture and then points at the gate, like, do what you got to do.
All right. RPG then. I'm gonna make a show of it that I'm bringing out the heavy stuff here.
Okay.
And if they don't want to play nice, we're not going to play nice, I guess.
Z gets the weapons system up in the APC.
Okay.
I mean, that's even better. So, I was assuming that we're outside of it. So, should I roll for an attack?
Yes, because just in case you need to push it or something.
All right.
All right.
I do not need to push it.
So yeah, so Dante comes out with the
Whoosh.
with the rocket launcher. It's like the whoosh. There is a huge fucking explosion there. What's the damage on the RPG? Damage of 5. So
Knock knock. I guess that means that I used a round.
yes, the RPG is 1 round fire and forget sort of thing.
Yeah.
All right. So that will the gate blows open. We should probably get into some initiative now.
I mean, they
Knock,
could
knock.
they could just give up. That would be cool.
Aren't they just giving up? Look at my die rolls for initiative every time.
It's 'cause you're so enamored with the explosion.
I guess it's a pretty sight.
Admiring your handiwork.
Exactly. There's a lot of them, aren't there? Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Well, there's less now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, there used to be 7.
all right.
All right, they start.
So
That's like-
Manos maketh man, bitch.
so one of the ones by the house, he comes walking forward, and you see he's got a very familiar looking
Nice.
weapon. As he fires an RPG launcher at your APC.
No!
Are we inside it or outside it?
You guys were outside it.
Yeah, we
I would like to be
Zed is
farther from
inside,
the
but
APC.
the rest of us are outside, I think. Had to.
Yeah, I thought Z was inside.
Yeah.
So Z is inside.
I will-
Yeah.
Is Dante outside with me?
Yeah,
No,
Dante
had
used
to
an
be to
RPG.
fire the RPG.
Where are my vehicles? Oh, my vehicles are here.
Well, just the one success.
Yeah, it gets armor.
Apparently I cannot roll armor off of this sheet.
Yeah, the APC, it's
Is the RPG, is it armor piercing?
Let's see now. RPG, portable shoulder fighter, rocket launcher, reload. Yes, armor piercing.
Okay. So it's going to be 4 damage. Or 4 armor. Ooh, so your vehicle takes all of it.
Oh.
Well, it has 3 health left.
Vehicle combat. Things that you didn't think would come
Seriously
up in
hurt
the game.
APC.
Okay, damage to vehicles. Vehicles suffer damage just like people. If it has suffered damage equal to or in excess of its hull rating, it is wrecked. So it is not yet wrecked.
Yeah.
But
It's 5 out of 8.
if it takes damage equal to or higher than half of their hull rating in a single hit, it takes component damage.
Oh no, opponent damage.
Roll a d6.
Component damage sucks. Speaking from experience.
Exactly. You identify with the machine, don't you?
I have a terrible amount of empathy for this poor APC right now.
What?
Fuel explosion! Oh no!
The vehicle explodes in
Intensity 9 fire!
a ball
Oh,
of
shit.
flame.
Oh my god, that was bad.
Well, Z.
Ouch!
Yep.
Not it.
All people inside it are immediately exposed to intensity 9 fire, and the vehicle is destroyed beyond repair.
Oh, it
I
is
guess
wrecked
we're
after
You
all.
fucking hit.
Boom! Mushroom cloud. Eek!
Damn it.
Well, on the bright side, looks like there's some buggies here we can use.
Is Z within short range of me?
Okay. The good news is apparently he was thrown clear, and he only takes.
Really?
He is on fire, but only takes 1 point of damage.
Wow.
But everybody can add 1 to their stress track.
No, thank you.
And you can roll your armor.
I don't have armor.
No, Z.
I think Dante's all like, shit! They also had one of those?
What are the odds?
rolling
The
armor?
guy
Come
top of the
on.
link. Top page
Oh.
where it has armor. Your character sheet, sorry. AK General.
Ah,
Okay, so you do take the 1 point of damage, and you are on fire.
well, it's a good thing it's snowing out.
It is a good thing it's snowing.
It's not just snowing, it's fucking snowing.
So it's probably just a little bit of a roll to get rid of this. Because
Yeah, it takes your slow action to put the fire out, and if you don't, the fire intensity increases by 1 each round. So next round, I'll roll 10 dice for the fire damage, then 11 dice, then 12 dice, and so on and so forth.
Eee.
The other
Well,
guy, he does not need to fire his RPG at the APCs, and since it is no longer a threat, so he is going to he's going to use his slow action to switch over to his assault rifle, but then he can't fire.
Iona!
Sarge is up.
I will change zones
Okay.
as my fast action. And with my slow action, I will hose someone with my smart gun.
You do see that there's a couple other guys you can see moving around in a little guard shack there, and there's a couple of like ATV type vehicles at a charging station.
Yeah, we're gonna need those.
I can't see any targets. That bothers me. but
Because you're outside.
Well, if they are in the guard shack, I do have a straight line, but I
But
can't
there's
see
fog
them.
of war.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fucking war.
it's because the snow
can't
is
see
the
it.
snow is so thick you
Yeah.
can't actually see them.
It's okay. I'm last anyway, so
You can fire in their general direction.
yes, that's great. When the Sarge just ran in there.
I think I'll respond aggressively to the one that blew up my roller.
Okay.
Up there on that rooftop.
All right. So that is going to be 4 damage.
Yep, armor piercing.
Ha! Joke's on you. He has no armor.
Chokes on the guy behind him then.
So you do have a choice because it's an auto fire weapon. You can use, instead of doing 4 damage, you can do 3 damage to 2 of them.
I'll do 3 to 2.
Okay. So like him and the guy beside him because they're the ones in the same zone.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, a hail of smoke on fire. They like throw themselves flat. This guy is going to get some cover around the edge of the building here, and he is going to shoot at the sergeant.
Oh, he can see me in his cone of vision? I can't see him.
Yeah, well, he's firing in your direction.
Okay.
Mm. There is a muzzle flash. He can see it.
Yeah.
Which didn't help at all.
So yeah, so some shots come out, firing towards your muzzle flash, but nothing comes close. Makes me realize. Give me half a second here. I'm going to see. Where is my? I have something that will make it much easier to see whose turn it is. I have a module.
If you double click the fist, it brings the combat tracker to the screen.
Yep, but I've got something that will actually highlight whose actual turn it is.
Mm.
I'm just gonna remember what the module's called. Turn marker. Reset for a second.
Oh no. We lost people in the reload.
Nah.
Alright. That guy, he's in the shack. He's gonna fire at the sergeant.
Okay, there we go.
Ooh.
So, a couple of bullets come your way from out of the guard shack. For 2 damage, you can roll your armor.
Who is
The
this?
king in the north.
Who's getting shot right now?
Okay.
No, everybody's shooting at Iona because he ran up in front of
Oh.
everyone else.
Okay. Chaplain, you're up.
Okay.
You guys.
That's a nice marker. I love it.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
need to get myself that one.
that's nice. I like that. That way
What
I'll
is
be
it
able
called,
to
Mom?
tell who you guys are.
It's a module called Turn Marker.
Okay.
You can also set it so when you move your guy, it'll mark where you were in case you need to backtrack your movement.
Mm.
That's neat.
That
I'm
is
going
neat.
to move up with Sergeant Iona. Oh, Iona.
Okay.
Oahu, my dear. Oahu.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to check my motion tracker again. See if I'm still just registering. Is it
5 now.
5 guys now?
You're
Other than
standing on the boots of one of them.
Oh dear. Take a little step sideways.
All right.
Exactly.
Observation test.
Oh, where'd my character sheet go?
If you press C, it should
There I
read your
am.
character sheet.
Oh. Observation. Apparently
Nope.
the snow's too heavy.
Unless, no, you can't push it because you're a thing.
No, I can't push anything. I could have pushed the APC, when we had one.
All right. You don't detect anything on your movement. Yeah, by default, Foundry, if you have your icon clicked and you type something into the chat, it'll actually zoom in and throw up a chat bubble.
That is very cool.
That's cool.
That is lovely.
All right, Z, you are up. You are on fire.
Yeah,
It's fine.
take
Put
my
yourself out.
slow action to roll around in the snow.
It's a mobility check, but it'll give you a +1 because there's so much snow.
Okay. Mobility. Is that agility? Oh no, well, there we go.
Yeah, it's a skill.
Yeah, it's right under ranged combat.
Woohoo!
All right, so you don't have to worry about throwing yourself prone because you got thrown prone by the explosion. So you just shit, and you roll around the snow, patting it out, and manage to put it out. You do still have your fast action, so you can get to your feet if you want, or you can remain prone, which will make the people, if anybody decides to shoot at you, will make it harder for them to hit you.
We'll remain prone and start crawling in the snow.
Okay.
Can I get up to here so I can potentially get a target or something?
You sure can. Yep.
All right.
All right, this guy, he's got 2 targets to shoot at. Who is he going to shoot at? One of them is a Marine with the gun. The other one is somebody just standing there. He's going to shoot at the guy with the gun.
Insurgents have never dealt with corpse.
I'm so happy that they're absolutely lousy shots.
They are. One good shot with the rocket launcher was all these guys had.
All right.
What a lucky fucking shot.
That was.
Okay, I'm standing out in the open. I don't particularly like that.
Yeah, the
So I'm gonna.
the firefight so far seems to be relatively contained within the walls, but
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get myself up to the doorway so I
Okay.
can see in. And then I can't still see any bad guys, so I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna just switch weapons, which is gonna be a slow action. I think, isn't it?
it is, yeah.
Because I don't see that I have a great deal of use for my RPG anymore. So I'm gonna
Well,
possibly my grenade launcher though. I don't know yet. I'll just grab the pulse rifle for now.
Actually, drawing a weapon.
And that's my turn, I guess.
Drawing a weapon is a fast action, actually.
Oh, changing weapons is a fast action?
Yeah, because
Well, I mean, it was 2 fast actions because I moved and then I changed, right? So
yeah.
so that's me.
All right. Background to the top. The guy is like, he just took out an APC. He's like, booyah!
Of course he is.
And he uses his slow action to reload.
Oh dear. That's gonna be bad.
His buddy, who got shot, is going to shoot at the. Oh. He's going to fire in the rough direction as to where the sergeant is. So yeah, the snow does seem to be hampering them, and then he's going to move over a little bit. Sarge, you're up.
well, that's fine. My proof initial target stayed exactly where he is. That makes it just as easy to keep shooting him.
Yeah, he's like standing like up on like a little perch, all like king of the cliff sort of
Yeah.
thing, right?
Oh,
That is fine.
He's the king of the splatter now.
yeah.
He is.
I will give some love to his friend that tried to hide too.
That,
Yep,
that,
that
that
chopped
guy,
his leg.
yeah, that guy does actually get a little bit of cover from the wall.
Yep.
Not much. So it's going to be 3 damage and 3 damage. So yeah, you
4 and 4.
It would be
I have 3 successes.
Yep.
yeah. So 1 to hit, and then 1 for the extra target. So it would be 4 and 3.
Ah, I thought it was just flat damage as a boosted.
So yeah. So one guy is only winded, but is on the ground. The other guy though is suffering from a broken leg. So they are out of the fight. All right. Things are not going well for these insurgents. So this
But
insurgent,
hey, we gave them a chance to play nice.
that insurgent is going to book it towards the house. That insurgent is going to book it towards the house. Chaplain.
That insurgent.
Chaplain would like to run after them.
Okay.
I have so many questions for you.
I'm not sure how far or how fast I can go.
So it's a fast action to move 1 zone. So you can get you can get up to that insurgent that you can still see. Well,
Is he there?
yeah, that guy has not had a chance to run yet.
Can I try to tackle him to the ground?
Yes, you can make a close combat roll.
Ooh. I'm sure this will go badly. Ooh! Something I have zero skill in, and yet I'm just going to try to tackle him to the ground.
All right. He will try to block. Nope.
I would like to thank Foundry for not squandering that successful roll.
So kind of like calmly, but with amazing speed, Chaplin just like runs down and basically tackles that insurgent to the ground.
Just like a sprinter with a little football tackle at the end.
Z, you are up and no longer on fire.
Still with that creepy ass.
Yay. Yeah, we're gonna stay prone and crawl into here. And I believe, you've taken that insurgent, right?
Yeah, Chaplin has basically tackled him and has him on the ground.
All right. Then Z's probably just gonna take aim at the house and all that, just in case any show themselves.
Gotcha. So down in like a sniper position sort of thing.
Yeah, we're prone like a Paris Island colonial marine recruit with our rifle down range.
Okay. All right. This one. He is going to try to kick Chaplin in the face.
You'll dislodge my mustache.
Yes, your mustache is being
I told
dislodged.
you needed a heavier mustache.
That's true. You did. You did.
You need
That's
to
fair.
go full Tom Selleck on these guys.
So you take 1 point of damage. It's like you fucking brother. And he's in a little bit of shock because normally androids aren't allowed to injure people in any capacity.
I still have that creepy ass smile on my face, even as he's kicking me.
And that's actually something for who would have seen this? Nobody would have seen it. Actually, Z would see it when he moves a little bit closer. But yeah, David is on top of that, and as far as you know, androids are like forbidden from injuring people.
Chaplin,
Sorry.
not David. Wrong character, wrong game.
Well, there's also
Well, let's just say that there's a lot of
so in the
similarities.
periphery of my vision, I could see the android tackling the.
yes.
I mean, that is
Insurgent.
interesting, isn't it?
Eh,
All right, I'll rush up to the guard check. Can I get that far?
Yep, that's all one zone.
Yeah. Okay. Rip. Oh, and that's where they are. Then I guess I'll just do a strike with the rifle butt and just bang on this guy who is clearly attacking my android. It's not the other way around. So
Clearly.
that's it. Clearly, close combat. Do I get any bonuses for?
Yes, because he is prone. So you get a +2.
Okay. Let's see now if it does that. Nope, it didn't give me the +2 automatically. But I hit anyway, so.
Okay. Well, you roll the extra 2 too in case you get any.
I'll roll 2d6 there.
Yeah.
Ah,
Like
that's
that.
another success. Ha ha.
Okay.
So that's 3 successes actually.
That is 3 successes, so that's going to be 2 extra damage.
Yeah, I think he's done.
He is not actually. He's fairly healthy.
Oh,
You need to be robust to be an insurgent on this hellhole.
I guess.
Just remember, most of them are like former miners and shit.
What? I'm sure I might do 1 damage with my rifle butt and then 2 more. So
Yep.
that's 3. Yeah, okay, that's sturdy.
Yep. All right. So top of the round, as you guys are like having this little fracas, You hear the crash of glass and a thumping sound coming from the direction of the house.
Okay.
And the thumping sounds like it's just on the other side of that wall.
Okay.
Sarge, you're left.
So, getting into the house is more than one fast action, ain't it?
It is.
Well, I've been pretty stupid so far this game.
We got backup characters.
I mean, yes.
So, run by the fuck, Chappie.
Give me an observation check as you run by.
Oh, damn.
Oh, all right. So as you like bypass that little gate into the smaller part of the compound where the house is, you kind of glance over to your right, and you see still sliding down the wall one of the insurgents. And then you look up because you got 2 successes. You look up and you see the broken window on the second story that he apparently was ejected out of with great force.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Party ain't over yet.
So that was one fast action to get there.
Checked it out with great force. Well, damn.
Yeah. That's not good.
I'm guessing the tiny clear rectangle is the actual entrance to the house.
Yes, it is.
My other fast action will be to move to the corner of the inner compound and just cover for now.
Okay. So just kind of covering what appears to be the only door exit from the house.
Yeah, and it lets me see part of the other sides.
Okay. He's going to do that. Chaplain.
That might be a good time for a grenade launcher soon. Who knows?
Honestly, yeah, if you fire a few into that room that the guy was thrown out of.
Yeah, exactly. That was kind of my thinking here.
So I heard the commotion inside, right?
Yes.
Okay. The guy I tackled to the ground, he's otherwise fine.
Well, I mean, he's prone.
He ate a butt.
And he just ate a rifle butt to the back of the skull.
Okay.
He's reeling, but he's still relatively cognizant.
I would like to take his gun
Okay.
and run into the inner courtyard.
Okay. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, you can do that. Fast action, draws gun. Fast action, run into the next courtyard.
He's not holding the gun like he knows what to do with it. He just knows that the insurgent doesn't have it anymore. And he still has that creepy ass grin on his face.
Z.
Always smiling. The Smiling Man. Which is I think it's a silent movie from the 20s, which the Joker is based on.
Fax action to move up to here. And yeah, we'll give the insurgent the what's for.
All right.
With the back of the rifle.
Well, that'll be 1 damage.
It will be.
And he has no armor. So yeah, so he's bleeding pretty profusely from a couple of rifle butts to the head. He is rethinking his life choices.
And then just stay the fuck down.
Is he done?
No,
No.
but he might choose to be.
He's like on the ground. He's like a bunch of one Marine run past him, get tackled by something superhumanly strong, and then get hit hard on the head twice. So he's laying on the ground. He's got his hands up. He's like, like he's at a loss for words. He's just got his hands up in that universal gesture of "Don't hit me again, please."
How many fucking times do we have to say we're not here for you?
All right. Well, if he is not a threat anymore, Dante will wince in pain, cough a little bit, and then move in. Well, we said we were gonna bring out the grenade launcher, didn't we? Oh, I guess I will switch
That's what
out.
you said.
Switch out to the grenade launcher. That's a fast action, and then move up here, so I have clear vision around the corner. But that's also a move, so I guess I won't be able to do anything more than that. But at least I have the grenade. Or can I shoot the grenade launcher this turn? Because
No.
I did switch weapons.
Yeah, because you switch to your rifle at the front gate, and then you switch back to the grenade launcher here. So.
So no, that's 2 actions. So at least I have the grenade launcher. I'm ready to use it for next turn if I need to launch something up there.
Yeah.
And I'm muttering something about damn implant. I'm gonna try this now. See if the thing works. Yes, it works.
Okay. All right. The top of the round. You hear some like this ungodly shrieking sound coming from the top the top story of the building, and then you hear another sickening thud sound. Sarge, you're up.
That's not a good sign.
Emotions caught in text.
Yeah.
What does the thermal/threat tracker on my smart gun tell me?
It's not picking up anything because it can't see through walls.
Warning, your android has a gun.
Your android does have a gun.
What the actual fuck?
Can't be a problem.
I
They don't
go.
use it against people, right?
What?
I didn't say anything.
That's what I thought.
So you do see as you move in, you do see some broken bodies crumbled here on the floor, with the ribs crushed and some bullet holes in the walls.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Jesus.
And the door to the studio to your south is slightly ajar.
Fuck.
Oh, and you can hear thumping and various other assorted noises coming from upstairs.
But I see no stairs yet.
You do. There's stairs directly.
Oh, those are stairs?
Those are stairs.
I regret my life choices.
Chaplain.
You regret your life choices?
I see you going up the stairs.
Oh, you went up the stairs, didn't you? Yeah, that's bad.
I started. I didn't get all the way up there, so please do Grenado.
Yeah, I would get a Grenado if you're up there.
The grenade launcher. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because the stairs count as a separate zone. In the entrance of the house is another zone, so I don't get upstairs yet.
Correct.
That's good. I like it.
Just hope that it's reinforced, like they're preparing for earthquakes, and I don't know. Good luck.
It's a Wayland Yutani executive mansion.
Yeah, it's probably fine. So I just saw the sergeant run into the house.
Correct.
So I'm going to run after him. Actually, where were the remaining life signs from earlier? Were they in the house?
The only ones that you detected have all been accounted for.
Okay. Can I run in and then check my motion
Oh, you
detector
absolutely
again?
can.
Yes.
Okay, and it was observation, correct?
Correct.
Hey, I can see things.
Excellent. So yes, so there is a most assuredly movement coming from upstairs.
How many people?
One.
Is
Oh.
that the only thing moving?
Observation stunts. For every extra success you roll, you get to know the answer to one of these questions. Is it coming for me? Are there more of them close by? Or how do I get in, past, or away?
I think that was an Are there more than close by?
Yes, definitely was.
So what would you like to know?
Are there more of them close by?
No.
So the only thing I have is, well, other than Sarge, but I can see him. The only other thing I see is the one upstairs,
Correct.
and it's human.
Motion detector doesn't tell you that. It just tells you there's something moving.
There's a dot moving up there.
Yeah.
There's a ping. Z.
Well, now. Yeah, we're going to get up and move into here.
Okay.
And, I think I saw the Sarge and the android go into the house.
Yes. You can like just see the back of Chaplin. Like Chaplin is just in the entranceway foyer. So you definitely have eyes on Chaplin.
All right. So I know shit's going down there, and I heard something get thrown out a window. So yeah, I'm just gonna ready my rifle and prepare for something stupid to happen because that's the way this night is going.
So yeah, as you make your way around the corner down to where you are, you do step over a smushed, partially compressed body that has basically slid down the wall and is laying on the ground now.
Well, they had a bad day.
The insurgent is like just laying there in the snow, hands up, just letting all of you guys run by.
Yeah, I'm not bothering with this guy if he is out of the fight. So I guess it's time for fire in the hole.
Okay.
Kaboom! Second level.
So rocket launcher.
Nope, grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher.
Shunk.
Yep. That's a round, right?
Okay.
Item description, but odds are yes.
So the grenade launcher. Target hit by a frag grenade suffers explosion damage plus 1 extra point of damage. All other targets in the same zone suffer explosion damage. So it is damage of 9.
That's pretty nice. And I got 4 successes on that thing.
So yeah, it's basically it's a blast explosion, so it's not 9 damage. It's 9 dice of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 2 plus your 4 successes.
Yeah. So it's okay.
2 plus 3, maybe? I don't know. Don't know how explosives work in this game. But it went kaboom upstairs.
It did go kaboom upstairs. So there's a
That's an interesting name.
Body burster. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't like that name.
I'm not finding that name reassuring either.
so there is an explosion upstairs. A bunch of like rubble and debris and stuff kind of falls on Sarge and Chaplin, and you hear this inhuman shrieking sound from upstairs.
Being a doctor, have I heard a human make that sound before?
Never.
Okay.
So I did the right thing.
Oh man.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is really bad.
Oh, for all the initiatives it could roll.
Well, at least I heard it for you. At least I heard it for you. I'm gonna learn how to do the whole 2 initiatives per turn for creatures thing for Forbidden Lands, because there are some creatures that do that kind of stuff.
I mean, you could add it twice.
I guess.
So this creature that comes down the stairs.
Good news, it's not jumping out the window.
Exactly. Bad news is we all take a point of stress.
Who does what? Yeah.
Everybody gets a point of stress. Everybody that can see it gets a point of stress.
So me.
I can't see it yet.
And yeah, it looks like the body is kind of like rubbery and the skin is almost elastic and it seems to be rearranging itself as it moves.
What the fuck?
And as it walks, it comes down the stairs on all fours, but as it stands up, you can hear the wet popping sounds of the spinal cord distending and realigning. There are fluted tubes running down the back, and a smooth cylindrical skull, like beast face, but at the very front of it is the tattered remnants of a woman's face. You can make a panic check.
Gross.
Yeah.
I get the
Yeah,
feeling
panic-
she's got acid bite.
Very
Or
appropriate.
venom bite.
I am so happy that I launched that grenade. I'm so unhappy that I only have 2 rounds left for that grenade launcher.
And what is it going to do?
Bad things. Oh dear.
Well, the good news is
Anathema.
it's not actually engaged with you, so it's going to use its next fast action to actually engage with you. That is the panic roll for the Sarge.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's just another day at the office.
Oof.
Still holding it together. Still barely keeping it in check.
Just another day at the office. Just another day at the office.
Oh dear. Poor
Just keep
Sarge.
repeating that to yourself.
2 attacks.
Then for its next attack, as a slow action, it's going to use its enthralling gaze.
What?
So it stares at you with its empty eye sockets. Make a wits roll.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, so it's staring at you like its eye sockets are empty, but you can
And my stress goes up.
Yeah.
and you can tell that there is still something vaguely human behind this monstrosity. You're up.
I'm moving out of engagement range and down off the stairs so I can host this fucker.
Okay.
Are we in short range of that thing?
In the house with short range.
Yeah.
Okay, in the house is
it's
short range.
a mobility check because it's engaged with you.
Okay.
Okay.
You have so much stress now.
Yeah. I'm about to add one more.
No.
I'm going full auto.
Ah!
Okay, so full auto adds a stress and gives you plus 2 days.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
And there we go. Oh my god, at least one success, but holy shit, 13 dice.
Woo!
Oh,
Oh dear.
You must use your next action to move away from the danger, find a safe spot if possible. You are allowed to make a retreat roll. If you have an enemy engaged, your stress level is decreased by 1, but the stress level of all friendly PCs within short range increases by 1. Thankfully, right now, that's only Chaplain. But I did find the rule, and if you panic, you do not succeed at the attack.
Fruit. Bullets everywhere.
So, bullets everywhere. But you do not...
But he is seeking cover, which is great, because then I can nade that thing again.
It's in the lower level.
It's inside the house. I'm good with that.
The call is from inside the house.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
wish it was a phone call.
Just double checking something very quickly.
Yeah.
I just want to see where I found the rule for... Maybe it's under skills. So yeah, if you have to, when you roll stress die in a skill check and one or more alien symbols comes up, you cannot push the roll. Instead, you must immediately make a panic roll. A panic roll can cause the skill roll to fail no matter how many. So, you don't actually fail.
Oh.
Some panic things will say that you fail.
All right.
Yeah, because mine dictates my next course of action.
Mhm.
So you do barely hit her.
Armor piercing 3 is better than 0.
Yep. Oh,
Wireless fuck!
oh, that was the armor. Good.
Suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it! Ah!
Hopefully between the nade and...
And luckily you backed up, but as you hit it, this
Yeah.
this spray of acid eats through the stairs.
Oh dear.
Chaplain, you're up.
Won't the Sarge have to roll for armor for the whole acid special?
No, because it's engaged only. We found that out after.
Yeah. We found that
Oh,
out last
okay.
time. I just thought it was funny last time that it melted all the colonial marshals. But yeah,
Yes.
the acid spray only affects you if you're engaged with it at the time.
Fair enough.
It's like in the
We
movie,
just kept it as happening.
yeah, it's like when Hicks shoots the alien with the
Yeah.
shotgun.
Chaplain, good luck.
back.
I would like to, Chaplain, still with that same grin on his face, swings the gun up and fires at the thing.
Okay.
I don't have any stats for the gun I'm using. It's whatever I pulled off the insurgent, so I have no clue what it is or what it does.
Give me a second. I can fix that. I think.
Okay.
Items.
Probably gonna be one of those service pistols.
It's not actually. It's
No?
No.
Okay.
No, they had their AKs.
Mm.
There it is.
I just figured that, with a Marine base having been here,
Oh my.
there would be some
Ooh.
surplus weapons floating around.
What do I do to use it? I clicked on it.
That's
okay.
what you do.
That's what you do. And you hit.
Well,
I'm very happy that the synthetic is not programmed to not shoot at monsters.
It should also alarm you that the Synthetic might be programmed to shoot at anything.
Shoot things.
We'll get to that later.
I will note that if you want, it is capable of full auto, which will give you 2.
Oh, sure. How do I do that?
You roll 2 more dice.
How do I roll 2 more
Just
dice?
do /R space 2d6 and look for 6s.
/R space 2d6?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
But
I mean, you still hit it.
still hit it.
Yep.
This particular weapon is not armor piercing though, so.
But still,
Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter if I roll shit.
we've done 5 to it plus the grenade.
Good.
5, 2 plus 3. There we go.
So yes, cool as a cucumber, smile still on his face. He just swings up the gun and fires at it. Full auto.
We are so lucky with the acid splash damage. I'm just saying. It's just.
I'm really just seeing how much of the stairs are left at the end of this.
Whether or not we can go upstairs.
Z.
Climb the wall.
Yeah. Z is up.
Z is gonna come over here. And yeah, start making their way into making his way into the house. Holy fuck.
I closed it specifically for the reveal.
And can I fire at that thing?
You can, because it's just your fast action to get there, so.
Yes. I'm gonna full auto.
All right.
So do I get the stress before I fire or after?
Before.
Okay.
I think everybody very sensibly goes full auto.
Oh, come on, Z.
You could push it.
Push.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So Z basically comes around the corner, goes like, "What the fuck?" and just like sprays the area, emptying his weapon in the process. Bullets ting everywhere.
This poor insurgent.
The insurgent is like looking up at you, going like, "You should go help your friends."
I'm not gonna fight the guy, but he's holding his turn, right? Which is, I'm exactly gonna do what he said I should do. So I'm gonna run up here. This is all the same zone, right?
Yes.
What is the way in here? I don't see anyone else, which is kind of alarming.
That's because the small rectangle's the entranceway and it's a separate map.
Okay, fair enough. So I come up there and I see the thing? No, I don't see the thing. Not from that angle.
Yeah, I don't know if I can find an angle where you will.
No, that's
see the
fine.
thing.
That just means that I'm there and you know I'm not on top of Z. I'm standing behind Z. You know I'm there and what do I say?
Yeah, you would be able to like peek in over his shoulder and see the thing. I should note as well, Z and Dante, if you take a peek, do get a level of stress.
Yes. I'm thinking of that I should probably be on that side of the door though, because
Yay,
Okay.
stress 4.
So
I'll get myself a point of stress anyway, because that seems appropriate right now.
so proper door entering
Stress
technique sort of
for-
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. You still have your slow action.
Which
if you
means
wanna do-
that I do have a fast action to change weapons if I need one, right?
Yes.
But do I need one? I don't know.
Are you go? The hard question is: are you going to fire a grenade into a room with your other soldiers?
No, I'm not going to do that. So I am going to, in fact, switch out weapons.
Well, if
Pulse
you,
rifle is back in.
yeah, and don't forget the pulse rifle has a grenade launcher underneath it, right?
Yep.
Alrighty, its turn.
Does. That's
Well, it is going to move up as it's fast.
wait, is the U1 grenade launcher part of the?
No, there's a separate grenade launcher.
No,
Okay.
No, the
No?
U1 is the underslung grenade launcher. There's also Dante also has an RPG, which is
Okay, so then I don't actually have to switch out weapons because that was the one I was using, the U1.
Yep.
Okay, so I still have an action left. I
Yep.
guess I'll just, if I can see that thing, I'll just shoot it.
Yeah, you can like poke around and go like, what the?
Yeah, exactly. But my
Yeah.
training is kicking in here, so it'll just be a short control burst.
Okay.
Well, roll that
Yeah.
stress check.
But it really hits.
Roll that stress check. It might not.
Oh, god damn it. Tremble. Huh. Well, I actually don't miss it.
So yeah, so you get a good solid hit on it.
Yep.
5 damage.
With AP, yeah. Hopefully the rolling keeps up for our favor. Nice.
So Dante like around the corner, fuck. Puts like a 3-round like center of mass burst into this creature, and it drops. Again, spraying acid all over the place. But then it's quiet.
I don't care. I'm still panicked. I have to run and find cover.
Fuck me. Fuck me. You'll hear her just repeat that.
If I remember correctly, I think it's Z and Chaplin have the highest observation type skills.
Yep.
So in that quiet, you can hear, both of you can hear two things. Like as the din of the combat kind of quiets down and you still got the adrenaline flowing through your system, you can hear very quietly sobbing and broken up radio chatter coming from upstairs.
Is the sobbing coming from upstairs too, or is it coming from the other room where Sarge went?
No, it's coming from upstairs.
Okay, just checking.
It says nothing about sobbing. It says find cover.
So yeah, so you dive behind some cover, but after 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's one round and I can act normal again.
Yeah. It's all quiet again. Dante still has the shakes pretty bad, but you're having to get behind cover is done.
Z kind of puts a hand on Dante and is like, "Good shooting there, saved her butt."
Hey, you can make a command roll.
I will take. What are skills that I don't have for 500, Alex?
Nice.
Damn it. I guess it's contagious, eh? Oh, good lord.
Okay.
We're just being freaked out here, both of us.
Okay. So Dante is shaking, and Z goes to kind of comfort her as best as he can, anyway. And you see that corpse twitch almost, and it's enough to just kick in that fight or flight instinct, and you want to run, but you're a Marine, so you're going to stay. But everybody within short range, their stress level goes up by 1. So both Dante and Z, your stress level goes up by 1.
I say good news is I do have some command. Bad news is my empathy's, well, in this group my empathy's okay.
I guess I'll on very shaky legs go in. Like the professionalism takes over because my Sarge is in there somewhere, and I'm gonna tap Z to come in after me, and then I go inside.
What condition are the
reason-
stairs in?
The fog of war doesn't go away. But that's okay.
The stairs are rickety. They don't look like they're dangerous, but there is a fairly wide hole that you have to kind of scoot around.
Okay. I'm going to call out and start walking up the stairs. Hello? I'm a doctor. I'm here to help you.
Make a manipulation roll.
Oh dear. No.
You do hear the sobbing continue, but it seems like they're trying to like quiet it or muffle it.
How far up the stairs
All
do
right,
I go?
Dante, you did that was some good shooting. It's down. Things
Thanks,
are
sir.
easy.
Thanks, sir.
So that is enough to allow Dante to overcome his or her panic. The tremble stop, and Z, you were only frozen for the one turn, so you're fine as well.
All right, so let's
How do I
Let's-
uncheck the?
Top sheet, click panic off. Right click it.
Oh, there we go.
where's panic off?
Right
There.
click on panic. On the general page.
There you go.
Okay.
So Chaplin is carefully picking his way up the stairs.
I'm gonna follow Chaplin. I'm not gonna let the droid go on its own.
Yeah, well, we'll all follow Chaplin, just Z and Dante first.
Good news is, if I stepped on a stair or on a certain place, it'll probably hold you too.
Exactly.
Okay. So you guys make your way upstairs. And you do.
Can I take point, Chaplin?
If you'd like to.
I take point. Not gonna waste our medic.
So up here, you do find there are two bedrooms. One of them has
Check those corners.
One of them has a broken the door broken down. The bed is overturned. The dresser smashed. The other one looks like something definitely damaged the door frame here as well, and there is no window. There is a broken chair. There's some ropes. There are partial remains of what look like marine fatigues. There's, in Chaplin's estimation, there's probably enough parts here to make 6 bodies. And kind of,
I will not point that out to them.
and kind of curled up in the center of along the wall in the master bedroom is one of your missing Marines.
Hey, Sarge,
Check
we
the
got
door.
one here.
Yep.
Is it
Chap.
Wojciech?
No, judging from the picture and stuff you were given, this is right.
I think Woodjet's on the stairs.
Did the remnants of the face on the stairs look like Wojciech?
Make a wits roll, let's say.
He's over here.
Yeah. If you had to think about it, if you know you took Wojcik's face and distorted it and everything, that would 100% be her.
Okay.
I'm keeping my distance a little bit because things are starting to pop out of bodies, and that's got me a bit rattled. I'm not gonna go too close.
So yeah, she looks like she's just like she is not in a good frame of mind right now.
Chap, you want to tend?
Of course, I'm happy to help. And they were in the master bedroom, correct?
Yes.
Anything else to be found here, guys?
Um, from up here in the alcove, you can hear very distorted comm chatter, like the frequency's not quite dialed in.
Good thing we have a good comtech with us. I think Dante's gonna like go into guard mode again and watch things through the windows and just are there hidey holes up in the roof, in the ceilings that some kind of monster could come out of, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. So as Dante's taking a look around, you can see the body that you walked by on the outside, the one that had smashed up against the wall. You can see, oh yeah, this is the window that they went out of. And judging by the strength, like that's like a good like 10 meters that a human-sized body with full marine, or not full marine, they were an insurgent, but with like weapons and stuff, got thrown hard enough to impact the wall and kill them instantly. So you're probably quite glad that creature, whatever it was, did not get its hands on anybody. Chaplain can make a medtech roll. And if anybody wants to play with the radio, it is a comtech.
Yeah, not playing with the radio. Probably break it. And they get even more stressed.
I'm hoping we can hole up in a quote unquote safe spot for a little bit.
I'd like to give this person some medical attention.
Sure. Medtech roll.
Medical aid, I take it?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Wow. 11 dice, not a single success.
Well, you tried.
Holy cow.
They continue to die.
Apparently they're not in bad enough shape yet.
As you look her over, she doesn't seem to be physically injured. Just in a very deep state of shock. And just kind of like in between sobs, it's just kind of repeating, Jamie Wright, Marine Corps, Lance Corporal, like just kind of over and over and over.
Name, rank, serial number. Gotcha.
Yeah. It seems like from what you understand of humans and human interaction, it's probably almost like a mantra she's using to keep her brain from fragmenting. So what would you guys like to do?
Chappie, once you're done tending, you want to take a look at that radio?
Certainly, Sergeant. I'll walk over and take a look at the radio, since I can't do anything for the human. She's in shock.
All right. So as you fiddle around the radio to the kind of get it in on the right station, you pick up. Basically, the radio just kind of squawks to life. It says, "Operation is go. Find cover."
That's ominous.
Is that coming in on one of our military?
It is not.
Do I recognize what it is coming from?
What's the channel? Is that the Wayland Yutani one we were given?
It is not. It is a UPP broadcast.
Shit! Someone radio the fort. There's incoming.
Just as you get that out, your radios, your comlinks, Spark 5 going, "Charlie team, return to base. Repeat, return to base, immediate evac." And then there's like this blare and then static. And then from both from the comms and from the land, the air outside you, you hear bomb blasts and sonic incursions. At which point, Chaplain face plants.
Oh dear. Okay.
And at this point, we move into Act 2. Given everybody's particular story agendas for Act 1, everybody gets a story point. So, good
Yay.
job. So remember, story points, they belong to the players, not the characters. So if you don't use them, and then we play Alien again at some point in a cinematic scenario, you can use them. You can spend them to add a success to any die roll you make. Rather to pull a success out of a failure or to succeed better. Either way. And I am going to find you your Act 2 agendas.
My buddy, my Chappie, no.
On your feet, robot.
Alrighty, so everybody should have their Act 2 agendas now.
Oh my fuck!
That doesn't sound good.
With how some of these rolls have been going, I feel like I'm gonna solo mine. I shouldn't.
Yeah, well, as soon as this starts happening, Z takes out the empty mag that he has, and starts taking the loose rounds and filling that up because
Shit
we're
has
probably
hit
gonna
fan.
need that.
That's actually not a bad idea. Dante is looking out the window at all this and kind of not standing right in front of a window that can blow in, but having that half face, just one eye looking out, kind of a position, and her face is just absolutely gray with frustration, anger, fury. And then she takes Z's lead and just goes back to being a soldier.
Right. So as
Chris has sent you a message.
okay.
So our comms are out and our android is down.
Yep.
They hit
I'm
us
sure
with a
I'll get
fucking.
better.
They hit us with a fucking EMP.
That's what it sounded like.
Fuck.
So
It wasn't just an EMP though.
No.
So
I wonder if-
I will be half a second. Chaplin kind of staggers to his feet, and you can see like his eyes have rolled back in his head, and then kind of like adjusts and refocuses, and then that, that grin comes back onto his face again.
Sorry, everyone. I'm not sure what happened there. Fine now, though. Huh. Yes, that was unpleasant. Oh, good. Everyone fine? Do
About
any
as
of
good
you
as we
need
can be
medical
right now.
attention? None of you need medical attention?
Not currently.
Yeah.
You
No,
too?
If you want to fix this.
So,
What's wrong with her?
Z has a some burns
Oh, him.
from the
Pretty
APC explosion.
Oh
Yeah.
no! I will tend to Z's wounds.
What is the situation with like ammunition and so on? Did I spend a round when I was shooting that short burst?
yes, if you panic while you're shooting, you empty your clip.
So I only have the 1 round left. That kind of sucks.
Yep.
Then it's really important to check for extra mags, provided they use the same caliber.
Do you need this? And Chappie will hold out. Chaplin will hold out the weapon that he had picked up earlier.
Since the area seems to be secured, I guess, or maybe not.
Better in your hands than mine.
We can search the places before on our way out.
Yeah.
You need to make a
I'd like to make a medical aid for Z.
Okay, you can't actually heal the damage with medtech unless somebody is broken. So, like, if they're down to 0,
See.
you can get them back up and running, but you can't just keep patching them up as they take little nicks and scrapes here and there.
Oh,
So you basically you give them a little salve, and it's like, there you go, buddy.
So I
Put some
can't get up
snow on
to 4 health. Can't get back up to full.
No, it's designed so it's like an attrition type of thing.
Okay.
There are like medical drugs and stuff that can, and you will. You do recover some health, like just naturally on your own.
put some snow on it. That'll reduce the chance of you getting a deeper burn, but otherwise you're going to be fine.
So yeah, once you get
And
5 minutes or so of rest, you'll start to recover some health.
okay. And Chris, can I use the rounds that I pulled out of the because we don't want to top off our rifles to refill the mag they used?
Yes. So between you with the weapon that Chaplin has and the safety rounds that you take out of the mag as trained Marines, that will give amongst the group 3 reloads.
Right. I'll take 1 and you take 2.
All right.
Yeah,
does
your
it-
reloads don't
Iona-
work with my stuff.
You can take the AK 4047 off my sheet.
Iona pats his back where he still has 7 clips for the smart gun.
Oh, nice. So I get 2 rounds?
Yep.
Lovely. And I am back up to 3. When we go out, I'm gonna check for if, and because there was a guy who had an RPG, and he might have something left there. It was in fact a loaded RPG when he went down.
Okay. So
There was 2 RPG wielders.
Yeah.
So
So I'm gonna check, but that's not in the house; it's outside.
yeah. So I will let basically you guys take some time like going like, okay, there's insurgents, there's got to be weapons here. Meanwhile, outside, you hear like gunfire and railgun fire, and when you kind of glance out the window, you see like coming in just like orbital bombs bombardment hitting sections of the city.
we
But
need to get out of here.
the group can give me either Z or Chaplain can roll observation and then like a +2 bonus because everybody's kind of helping, scattering, looking around for things.
I've got a 2 observation with a wits of 4. How are you?
2 observation with a wits of 3, so you make it.
Here's
With
hope.
that nice +2
Oh,
bonus.
hey.
Roll an extra 2 dice.
I do?
Yep.
You didn't roll the extra dice. Yeah,
We're
you roll.
helping. We're all helping each other.
Okay, so as you search around, so as you look around, you find you don't find any more weapons. You do find two more missiles for the rocket launcher.
Hmm.
Actually, some of the guys outside, you can scrounge up 2 more reloads between the ammo with the folks outside.
Okay, now I'm encumbered, but I'll take it because I'm probably gonna use this stuff.
Do you need me to carry something for you?
I don't know if you can take 1 round to an RPG launcher.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll pick up our
Our new friend.
Our new friend. What did she say her name was when she was repeating it over and over?
It's right.
Lance Corporal Jamie Wright. You guys do have a dossier on her as you're kind of looking it up. She is referred to as Mrs. Wright because she doesn't do anything wrong, and she is a sniper.
Nice.
Hey.
Didn't do anything wrong until she deserted.
Did we get another round for the pulse rifle?
Yes.
Excellent.
And do we have a chance to get rid of some of the stress?
Yeah. In the time you guys are taking a look around, I mean, you can, because at least one of your buddies has banter. So there's a, I mean, it's a stressful situation. Like, fuck, we need ammo. We got some wounded. The city's on fire. Something happened with Chaplain. Fucking monsters. But then somebody like one of the guys with banter like pulls something out of a drawer someplace because it is a homestead and does like a puppet show or makes a comment about something that they have found. So everybody can reduce their stress by 2.
That felt good. But we do need the Legate, Sarge. I mean,
Oh,
seriously.
hey, look, the Dorkies. We could have fucking used these earlier. Yeah, we gotta get let's get that charging station.
We need to get back to base, Sarge.
If there is still a Fort Nebraska.
We'll find out quick enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Token. Oh, there we go. Well,
And then there's the problem with the APC. We're walking back.
No, there was vehicles charging.
There were vehicles, yes.
Yes, there are. There's like
Thank goodness.
three little APC type of vehicles.
Yeah.
Or not APC, like 4-wheelers basically.
Yeah. APVs, aren't they? I don't know.
Yeah.
ATVs.
ATV.
ATVs, yes. I knew there was a V and an A there. Yeah. ATVs, exactly. So that's how many people get into one of those?
Well,
Usually you can do 2.
yeah, it's basically it's like a 4-wheeler, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're a little bit out of date, but yeah, they seat 2 people each back to back, with a roll cage.
Nice.
Ooh, roll cage. Fancy.
There is.
I don't have a token for them, but this will have to do.
Yeah, but there. Let's see now. This. That means that we get 2 each.
Yeah, there are a total of 5 of you because Stoles, who you left outside,
Right.
Has fucked up.
Yeah, and also the girl, right? Or because we're bringing her.
I'm bringing Right with me, yes.
Yeah.
Just
So Right
picking her
and
up and
Skull.
carrying her.
So there's 6 of us, which means that we need 3 of those.
There is
Like-
3 of them there.
Yep. That's
Well, there
perfect.
was the map anyway.
Yeah. Good. So who takes? I can take Stoll with me.
Stole's not with you. Stole left.
Oh, Stoll left.
Took off.
Okay.
Stoll
I
was
take-
thrown
take
out of
Right with me.
BBC and didn't die.
Then I can take Right.
And are you a good pilot?
No.
Then maybe you shouldn't.
Do we have 3 pilots though?
I have pilot, and I know Z has pilot.
I have piloting as well. I can
Good.
take her in case something happens to her medically.
And as you guys are like getting onto the ATVs and get everything situated, you see a UPP crocodile drop ship coming up on the compound.
It's time
Time
to
to
fucking
go.
go unless you want to steal that.
No, let's go. I don't think my RPG will do a lot against that thing.
We wouldn't want to shoot down. We want to kill the people on board and take it. But yeah, let's roll.
Yep.
Alright.
Time to bogey.
So as you guys make your way out of the compound, you can see several figures drop from the dropship before you kind of lose them in the snow. But they zip down these zip lines into the compound very quickly, very precisely.
Shit, they sent specialists.
Yep.
You think this was their extraction team?
And let's say Z can make an observation check. David can make an observation check for one thing. Z can make an observation check for
Chappie.
something else.
Not
Sorry.
David.
Sorry, Chaplain.
You know, a character's made an impact when. Sorry, we're doing observation?
Yes.
Oh, stress.
Did you reduce your stress before you rolled that?
Yeah, I was at 5.
It's great.
Okay. So, Chaplain, you recognize that precision of movement. That entire squad are what are referred to as David 7 UPP Combat Synthetics.
Oh, that's a terrible
Speaking of
Freudian
David,
slip. I do have a character named David in another game. Just saying. I will point that out to Sarge.
And
Comet sense. Oh fuck.
and Z, you can just kind of barely hear over the howling wind because you're so observant. You can hear like a voice kind of barking orders that says, "We're too late. The cargo's gone. No survivors." Wait, there's tracks. Follow.
Oh shit. They're following us.
Yep.
No, we'll need to hit some place where the tracks don't stick out as much, or we can get off the roads.
Well, most of the tracks will be eliminated.
Yeah,
Hopefully it'll
yeah. The snow is pretty dense. It'll cover over your tracks fairly quickly.
Put Jamie on someone else's ATV and put me in the back. I can cover you easier that way.
All right. So I will need piloting checks from the drivers.
I am rolling shit today.
Yes, you are.
Thanks.
Luckily, the GM is too.
Don't test the gods of the
No,
dice.
I'm sorry. I didn't. Sorry. Sorry, dice
Say-
gods. I'll offer.
I would have simply said, "What do you mean tonight?" Because session one,
Oh,
you were
yeah,
rolling
you
just
know.
as bad.
That's true. At least I still have my legs. For now.
I apparently roll much better as a player than I do as a GM.
So yeah, so you guys are making your way through the snowy streets of the colony, and there's like rubble everywhere. There are still buildings being bombed as you drive by them. Much to Chaplin's chagrin, as a bunch of rubble like falls dangerously close to his ATV. Bounces off of like the roll cage and stuff, not enough to actually cause any damage to it.
Chaplain, you okay?
Fine, sir. Chaplin's not smiling anymore.
Huh? That's weird.
He's reverting to Charlie 5 combat unit.
Wow, paranoid much?
But as you're making your way through the snowy streets, Z and Chaplin, you would notice, just kind of like off the beaten path slightly, like off the way that you're going at any rate. You do see three UPP soldiers that seem to be lining up some civilians against like the beaten down, battered wall of a building. The civilians are clearly terrified.
I'm gonna
I'm going to
fucking stop
yell
this.
for Sarge and steer toward them.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
How many UPB?
3.
That's not too many.
It's UPP. Hey, you know me.
Yeah.
Don't. We'll get like a copyright violation on Twitch. I'm just going to put you guys on the map here. I don't have an actual combat map for this because it all kind of depends on how things play out.
Yeah.
I remember the last time we did this.
So are you just driving right towards them, or?
I got a
I am,
reinforced. I got reinforced ATV. I'm gonna run a fucker over.
I'm going to try to drive between the androids and the humans. Like, put myself between the two. Or between the 6.
Gotcha. Let's call it.
Who's on the back of mine?
Maybe me? I don't know.
It was up to Dante to decide if Dante got behind you or me.
Yeah, Dante, you want to take a shot?
Oh, I mean, if it's on, it's on, right? Are we rolling initiative?
Well, they're not entirely sure you guys are there, so I'm gonna get you guys to make piloting checks against an observation check to see if they notice you over the howling wind and so on and so forth.
Nice, see, nice.
Barely keeping it together. Yeah, because we're going into mortal danger again.
Hey, I got more success than the observation. I can run a fucker over.
I actually got a success this time.
All right. So the way I tend to adjudicate things is if if one side does not clearly win, then the situation as it stands doesn't change. So they weren't aware that you're there. So as long as you got at least one success, they're still not aware that you're there.
All right.
So that means that yes, you guys can.
Surprise action then.
Yes.
Daka daka daka. But I'm sitting on an ATV. Do I get negative for that?
It is a minus. I think it's a -1. -1 sounds good.
How do I do the minus thing?
If you right-click the weapon, a little pop-up will come with your modifiers, or.
Goody. So -1.
And in the meantime, I will look up vehicle combat because that's where ramming is.
Uh-huh.
I'm not good at this. That's one down, I think.
You forget they have armor.
Yeah, they have armor. Damn it. Okay, but it's 3 points of damage anyway, so maybe that's one who is down to half their hit points if they're as good as I'm afraid that they are.
There doesn't seem to be any easy way to say, oh, you have armor-piercing rounds.
I do.
So that guy's going to take 2 damage. Alright. Got him. Alright. What would the rest of you like to do? Chaplain, you're aiming to get between them and the people they are about to execute?
Yep.
That would be a piloting roll.
Yay!
Put you there. Sarge, that is a piloting roll to ram somebody with your vehicle.
Yay!
Ooh,
That's a hit.
it's a good hit. Base damage is your hull divided by 5. Rounded up.
Oh, jeez.
So it's got a hull of 6, so that's going to be a base of 2, so 4 damage. Not armor piercing though, so.
That's far less impressive than I was hoping.
Whoa! Wow, I can't believe the armor rolls for the NPCs this night. Have they succeeded once so far?
Yes.
Once.
Once, and it wasn't even like a really great success. It was like,
It was just the one. Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So yeah, you run smack into that guy. He's like, fuck.
Beep, beep, motherfucker.
Z, what would you like to do?
I continue driving forward, and I don't know if I could pull out a pistol or shoot anything because I've got a pilot. But
Piloting is just your fast action. It's just like moving, so you can still shoot.
yeah, we'll shoot. Because we've got the pulse rifle.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to think that you have it kind of braced up on the crossbar of the roll cage.
Yep, and then tucked into the shoulder.
Yeah. The one that got rammed, the one that got shot, or the fresh one.
The fresh one.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to make like a half armor thing just so I don't have to keep changing shit. Oh, hey, his armor stopped a little bit of that. Okay.
Oh wait, I rolled from. I did not click the gun. I clicked that. Did we get a +1 for the pulse rifle?
So they're +1 or +2.
I know it's +2 for shooting, for full auto.
Oh, yeah, it's a +1 for the pulse rifle.
Okay. Nah, it was almost a 6.
Almost a 6. All right. So,
But I will take the extra damage.
oh my god, all these unknown combatants. All right, can roll some initiative.
Yeah. Time for that. I mean, really?
It's
Ooh,
your
I got a
implant acting up.
1.
I am consistent, if nothing else.
Your implant keeps acting up.
I'm selling it. I'm
Wimp.
telling you, it hurts like a son of a bitch. Fucking implant. Ugh. That will grunt some more.
It's the only downside to apparently they use a D10 system instead of actual cards, so sometimes there's duplicates. But oh wow, such is life. Chaplain, you are up.
Yes, apparently I am, which is weird. Is there holding your action in this game?
I believe so.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm going to get like place myself physically between them and the humans as much as possible. I don't know how many I can try to cover. I'll go toward the humans actually to kind of gather them together closer so that I can try to cover all of them.
Okay. The UPP soldier that got shot by Dante is gonna shoot back at Dante.
This is very surprising and shocking that they would be allowed to shoot back at me. Ow!
So that's gonna be 3 damage.
Unless my armor.
Yep. So yeah, so your armor is halved because armor piercing. So
Okay.
until I get a chance to actually code something in,
Just roll 3d6.
yeah, roll 3d6.
Nope.
Oof. So that's gonna be 3 damage.
Ow. Oh,
Sarge, you got like one of these
give me
UPP
the leg, bastards.
Yeah, one of these UPP assholes is basically you've got him pinned up against the wall with the vehicle, sort of thing.
Well, best course of action, because they're still wearing armor, is to use my smart gun.
Right. So it would be the slow action to unlimber the weapon because you can't have it out while you're driving.
Damn. You know what? I'm gonna knife this fucker.
Sure.
I don't even know if I have a knife.
I have a scalpel.
I have a cutting torch. That's what I have.
Kind of a knife.
Zzz.
And
It cuts things.
because I will push.
Total of 3 successes. So that's 4 damage.
You PP asshole, take this, you motherfucker.
God, call me scum!
I mean, if I hadn't just recovered from having a buttload of stress, I may have pushed it a second time, because I can, unlike others.
And here we go with the armor rolls again. quite amazing.
Night night.
So yeah, so you like jab him, and between that and the vehicle pressed against him, he just kind of slumped. You can tell he's not in any real danger of bleeding out, but he is effectively out of the issue. God damn, I hate when I do that.
Oh,
Night night.
Yeah,
we have to do the initiatives all over again?
yeah. I'll do
No,
it.
you have.
No,
I'll do it. I'll just bulk roll the initiatives. That's easy enough.
Right.
I don't think
I mean, more or less kept us where we were.
more or
Yeah.
less. Yeah.
I
More or less.
was at a 10 though, but I can remember that if you need me to.
I think I can.
It will make a difference for the UPP. I distinctly remember. Maybe it's a principle with me now that I go last.
There you go. You get your 10 back. You happy?
Seems to be a truth of the universe.
There we go.
Right. So I understand.
There are some things that are truths in the universe. That there is gravity and that I will go last.
Yeah, we do know that one of the two of them had gone, but not both.
Yeah. Not a problem. Yeah, he went on the same initiative as Chaplin. There, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
That guy is gonna go. That guy is. Who's he gonna shoot at? Marines everywhere.
Not a drop to drink.
Of course, you just stabbed his buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just filled with love.
So he's gonna hit you for 2 damage.
Armor roll.
turns my-
Armor roll.
So how does halving work when you have an odd number?
You round down.
Damn it.
Down. Nope.
So he lines up a shot, hits you like right in that like softened part of your chest plate.
You motherfucker.
Kind of smiles at you.
Mm.
Dante is up.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot again. I'm on the same APV as Zed, right?
Yes.
So I'll be over there, and I'll shoot at this guy here that I'm trying to mark. So do I have a negative again? Yes, it must be because it's still on that thing.
But it is also a +1 for using it.
That's baked in, isn't it? Because
It is
I'm
baked in.
clicking on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if
so
you-
it's -2.
Yeah, as long as you click the weapon, it's baked in.
And I had a -2 for sitting on the thing, right?
A -1.
-1. Okay, that's better. Oh, dang it. Well, thank goodness I don't have that much stress. Or did I take another point of stress for being shot at last turn?
Nope.
No.
Okay, good.
It's only if you're attacked by some strange unknown creature.
Uh-huh.
But you do empty your weapon. You do connect with him in the process, mind you.
Mm.
I mean, bright side is they're using the same ammo.
They are.
Yeah. True. But also armor roll. Which failed again.
Eventually my armor will be worthwhile. Eventually.
There's like, yeah, exactly.
Some of
I'm
these
just
guys got
impressed.
armor that I think I'm going to swap out for.
All right.
Why? It doesn't protect
Because
at
it's
all.
pristine.
Yeah, that's true. Their armor has
You know,
been untouched.
We're hitting their arms and legs and stuff instead.
All right.
So it's a -1 to fire at these guys, or
If the vehicle is moving, if you stop the vehicle, then
oh, we're stopping the vehicle.
yeah, then the -1 goes away.
All right, so let's shoot the same guy I shot last round. Ooh, yeah.
So much dice.
It's like we're a fire team.
We are.
It's
Clearly.
like you guys get dice for stress and things.
Ooh, right in the
Yeah.
face. Like he drops, and as he falls, he like catches his mouth on like the rubble, and like knocks out a bunch of his teeth. Chaplain.
The humans are fine?
The humans are fine.
Excellent. Are any of the... I guess there's only one left. Is he pointing his gun at us still?
No, he's pointing his gun at the people shooting at him.
Okay. I'm going to move over. No, I'm not. I'm going to stay right where I am, and I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. Not a problem. His turn. Huh. What's he gonna do? I know what he's gonna do.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Well, he successfully gets that grenade off.
Oh.
So he
I have a feeling that it's coming for us, isn't it?
So yeah, so he pulls a grenade. He just kind of smiles at everybody and tosses it at you.
He tossed it at who?
For every person within short range, so everybody within the zone, which would be all of you.
Can I
And the human.
can
and
I
the
try
people.
something?
What would you like to do?
Well,
She was Chappie would like to Steve Rogers that grenade.
kind of, yeah. I have bodyguard. Are they within short range of me?
Yes.
I would like to roll for mobility and try to take the hit instead.
Okay.
Ideally, what I'd like to do is to catch it and throw it away.
We'll see how many successes you get on the mobility.
I think it's mean to give someone a skill like that and then a mobility of 0, so it just relies on the agility.
But your agility is really good.
Oh, 1. Yeah, 6 whole dice.
Okay, so good news, bad news. Good news is you do manage to
Your 6 dice is twice mine.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You do manage to basically grab the grenade, but you're not quite fast enough to throw it anywhere, so you will take that 4 points of damage instead.
I will curl down around it so that I'm taking the damage. That does bring me down to 1 health,
Okay.
because I don't regain health from joking around like everyone else does.
That's
No,
mostly our
stress.
stress.
Yeah.
I don't regain health over time either.
No. Bam. Now, someone's gonna have to fix that robot when we're done.
Yeah, but the
Haven't used
robot's
the
not broken this time.
Nope, I don't. It can run. It's just tattered.
No, it can fix itself because it's not broken.
True.
Yep, robots can repair
It's-
themselves. It's going to take some time. It takes like a shift of work, so you're looking at like 5 hours or so.
Oof.
Yeah, it's gonna. Because it's all leaky now.
It is all leaky now. Sarge, you're up.
I guess I will rush and stab the guy.
Okay.
By the way, I wish to thank the robot for taking that one on the nose for the team.
Yes, you're officially coolest robot ever.
I have a new storage compartment.
I guess.
Kind of
Oh,
pulls
really?
apart, pulls apart like the tatters of his shirt.
He just threw a
Leaking
grenade into
hole.
Chappie's sucking chest. So that means
Oh
I
crap!
had to push it.
Oh darn! Oh, this is so bad. It's without
I
any.
dropped my knife.
What do you drop?
Well, as I say, I'm obviously
knife.
dropping my knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so Iona charges at this guy that basically tried to grenade you all, and tries to stab him, but then there's like something in that UPP soldier's eyes. There's something like
Or
he's-
the lack thereof.
no
The lack of something in his eyes.
no. There's something there that's like, yeah, come on, fucker, come on. Like he literally
Yeah, these aren't David units.
yeah, he literally just like practically dropped a grenade at his feet. And Iona's just like kind of like, what the fuck? And drops his knife. Dante.
Well, I can't really shoot into the crowd, right? So I
Oh,
guess
you totally
I
can.
You can.
I'd rather you didn't.
But if I
It
do,
doesn't
I'm
work like that.
Iona, no? Oh, it
It doesn't
work.
work like that.
Okay, drat then. But do I still have a -1 if we're sitting on, or have we stopped now?
No,
Stop.
you've stopped.
Okay, Prap.
Ooh,
That works.
ooh, that's a crap ton of damage.
Yes, it is. 4. That's gonna be 6 damage.
Ooh, his armor actually slightly worked.
Dead for once.
So his armor is not the one I'm going to take.
Thank. Ooh.
Ooh, shot him in the leg. Ugh.
You shot me. You shot me in the leg.
Shoot him in the other leg.
I had to drop the guy.
The smoke clears. You can see David still laying, or Chaplin, sorry, still laying there on the ground with the, this white liquid kind of leaking out of him.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Let's
You
get
don't
out of
look
here.
okay. You don't look okay. What the hell was wrong with that guy? There's something in that guy's eyes. Oh my! What the hell?
Let's just get out of here, Sarge. Can we get out of here, Sarge? We should get out of here, Sarge. Ugh.
Z gets off the ATV, kicks the pulse rifles away from the downed soldiers.
Okay.
Looks for one that's still able to talk, and pulls a knife.
We don't have time for this, Z. Come on, let's get out of
We're to
here.
figure out. We need information. What your fucking orders?
Make a
Sarge?
make a manipulation check, but with a +2 bonus.
Sarge, are we
Don't
doing
look
this
at-
now?
Sarge is still panicking. He's panicking for a full damn turn.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is just me. Dante's just kind of...
Oh, there we go.
Sarge, snap out of it.
It's like, pacify the population. Take out on the United American States. Ready the planet for, takeover.
How large? How many men in your unit?
Drop ships, capital ships. 20,000 maybe.
Fuck. Huh.
You guys lost this
We
planet,
need-
so
We need to get the hell out of here.
You're gonna execute these civilians, weren't you?
following orders, you know the drill.
Yeah. Pulls out his pistol. Bang.
So, in order to execute them, you actually need to fail an empathy check.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, that means that the robot is really good at this then.
The robot is frighteningly good at this.
Where is empathy?
On your
Oh, it's just straight empathy.
and the stress
Oh.
the stress dice actually don't count for this.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Well,
But
Well, that means that we can just ignore those, and that's still a success. So you can't.
yeah, you bring your pistol out and you're ready, but you realize that regardless of anything else, this isn't the same as like shooting enemy combatants. This is like cold-blooded murder, and you're like, I'm better than this is the shit they were about to do.
Puts the pistol back. We'll grab the. I'm sure you know in the character sheet has the belt.
Yep.
And is just gonna punch him out. I want to get some anger out, but I'm not gonna kill him. But
that
you know what?
That you can absolutely do.
Let's give him a serious fucking concussion.
As a matter of fact, your stress goes up one just for trying to kill somebody, but I will count this as interacting with your signature item to reduce your stress by one.
Okay.
So plus minus.
Yeah, but yeah, you guys see Z like he's about to execute these people and he doesn't, but then he pulls out this belt and the belt's got like this huge like Chuck Norris type belt buckle sort of thing on it. And he wraps it around his hand so the buckle is like out like the brass knuckles and just like wails on this guy until he's breathing.
Seriously, Sarge, we don't have time for this shit. We gotta go.
I'm going to need to fix that,
No!
he says. looking at
Sarge,
Z.
are you snapping out of it yet? Can I command him or something?
Yes, you can.
Okay. We need to get Sarge back. I'm terrible with command, but that's fine. Yeah, not gonna push that.
You sure? You seem like you really wanted to push that.
Yeah, I don't want any more stress than we already have. Thank you.
I'm just saying, your role play, man. Your role play.
God damn it. God damn it! You bastard.
The humans who were against the wall.
Yep.
Are they still there?
They are. They're not entirely sure what they should be doing. They know that
They're
were
frozen.
Understandable.
they were expecting the
Can't blame
UPP to kind of liberate them from the Marines and everything, and now these GPP guys were about to execute them, and the Marines saved them. So they're just like, what?
Confused. Okay, gotcha.
What the thank you.
Yeah, that little red book doesn't look so good right now, does it?
Jaffiel, stand up.
We just went off the planet. That's
Everyone. Everyone
here.
wants off the
Get out of
planet.
here, civvies. Just keep your heads down. Get somewhere safe. Go in a basement.
In capital ships? And fuck, if that's all true, they'll just fucking gun down anything that's taken off during the blackout anyway. Oh my fuck. Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna pull up my motion detector. I would like to check if there's anyone else around.
Okay.
Other than the
observation check and a power check.
ones that we saw. Observation and a power check?
Yeah,
Because you have to see if you drain the batteries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well. How do I do a power check?
You click power on your item.
Yeah.
Okay. So the supply decreases.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's
So
grab the rifles
Yes.
for reloads.
Yeah. How many reloads can we get?
a total of 6 reloads, two for each of them.
I'll be over encumbered, but that might be worth it because we're gonna need it soon.
Chappie can carry it all.
Can Chappie carry it all?
I
I'll
can
take 2
carry
of
as much of it as possible. Would you like to put some in this cavernous hole in my chest?
It's
It'll be
goopy.
fine.
It's very goopy.
I'll put some tape and plastic over it. It'll be fine.
Exactly. Duct tape.
He's,
Now
he's
you're
looking at
period
his
too.
he's looking at his chest, a bit skeptical, but doesn't seem overly concerned.
All right. I will get everybody except for Dante can make an observation check.
Oh, look at me go.
That's
Actually
great.
succeeded for a change.
Oh dear. More panic. Oh, both of you had to roll. Jeez.
All right. So as we get closer to 11 o'clock, as Dante basically starts like giving Chaplin some of the ammo and things of that nature, Chaplin and Sarge, and this will explain why Sarge panics. You can see there's a little bit of blood spatter on Dante's chest. But you guys, Sarge and Chaplin, that's not from the bullet wound. That is from a nosebleed.
Oh shit.
And
Dante?
that's where we will end this session.
Oh, damn it!
And I have so many conflicted ways of going about things, and I'm gonna be so late next game.
Oh, you gotta work next Saturday?
Yeah, and since it's the first week of back to 9, that means I'm at work till about 9:30.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a problem.
We don't have a
Well, we'll
vehicle.
think about it.
Yeah, worst case, we can always postpone by a week if we need to, just because it's nice to have everybody available.
It seems a key moment here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we able to just start later? Or does someone have like an hour that they have to be done by?
No, I'm good. And I'm also
Let's all look at Mikhail while not looking at him because no cameras.
Yeah.
Why are we looking at me again?
Does someone have to be done by a certain time, though, if we start late?
Yes. 'Cause someone is waking me up every morning, whether I like it or not.
All right. Well, we'll figure.
Kind of sucks.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure things out over the week, and then if we need to postpone, we'll postpone, and if we can't, then we'll play next week.
Indeed.
We'll figure it all out.
Excellent. Oh no, Dante.
Awesome game.
I am.
Thank you
I
so
am
much.
yeah.
surprised characters are still alive at this point. I thought for sure that body burster would kill somebody.
Yes, yes.
Given how much of
I-
my chest is missing.
I
The
was
armor-
I was definitely going, well, that would be really rough if I died this early. I mean, because then there's no time gap.
And
But
then-
If I
mean,
died
those-
at the end of this session, I being late wouldn't be as bad.
well, it shows
Those
you how.
tho-
Oh, go ahead.
oh god, what?
I was gonna say it shows you how things could go though, because with the chest burster scene, right? Because you roll randomly to see what the xenomorphs do, so there's a chance and a good chance that it could have headed for the air ducts, and then it would have been, like a possibly a like seek and destroy mission with the chest burster making its way
Oh
through the.
god, a bug hunt.
It could have been a bug hunt in the hospital had the role for what it did turn out differently. So I like that there's that randomness to how the xenomorphs act.
Yeah.
Yes. The fact that they behave in an alien fashion.
Now the monster rolls are awesome. I love them.
Not loving this big gaping hole in my chest. Gotta say.
I'm not loving these sucking chest wounds.
It's fine. All right. See you later, guys.
Compartment.
Later.
All right, we'll see you
Later.
later, guys.